Hello everyone, this is Vivek Besbarua. I hope that you all are doing well. So, this is the first class the science lesson number 1, matter in our surrounding. So, in this class I have included some topics like introduction of matter, what is particle, properties of particle and state of matter. So, let's start the topic. So, in this first slide I have included the introduction of matter. So everything in this universe is made up of matter. Okay, for example, I'm included some examples here. The first example is stone, clouds, plants, animals, and our solar system. So as you can see that everything in this universe is made up of matter, or actually we call them matter. Okay, so you can define the matter: anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Mass and space. Okay, so in class 8 we already noted what is the difference between the mass and the weight. Yes, mass is the amount of particle present in a substance. Okay, and space is the, you can say space, or you can say volume. Okay, occupied space means the volume occupied by this substance or matter. Okay, in ancient age the ancient philosophers divided this matter in five parts. They are the Vayu, Prithvi, Jal, Agni, and Akash. In English, air, earth, water, fire, and sky. So now the scientists have different invention, or they discovered different particles that make the matter. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So here in this slide I have included a topic the what is particle. So matter is not continuous but rather consists of a large number of particles. Okay, in simple, particles are building blocks of matter. So the particles are building block of matter. That means the matter is made up of particles. They are not continuous, they are particulate, or they are distinct. So in this figure I have considered a drop of water here. Okay, drop of water. If you view this drop of water with the help of a microscope, then we will see some particles. Okay, we will see some particles present inside this drop of water, and if you break this particle or view this water particle, then inside this water particle will find some molecules, water molecules. Okay, this water molecule is H2O. Okay, there is water molecule H2O with 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Again, if we break this water molecule, then we will get hydrogen plus oxygen. Okay, so we can say that the matter is made up of small particles like atom and molecule. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So to prove the particular nature of matter, let's perform an activity here. So in this figure, this is a beaker full of water. Here I am showing the water particles present in this, and The next, if we add an amount of a spoon of sugar here or any salt, the particles of sugar or salt can manage to get in between the water particles. So if we stir this, when we stir this liquid or water, the sugar particle decreases its size and enter in between the water particle without increasing the volume of the water or liquid. The volume remains same, but the particles will manage in such a way that they will enter in between the water particles. So this is a example of diffusion actually. Okay, this is an example of diffusion. So in this slide, the properties of particle. So there are some properties or we can say characteristics that shown by different particles with respect to their states. So here the first property is particles have space between them. Okay, the particles have space between them. That means it is variable with respect to the state of matter. Again I am saying that the space, this space means a new particle. In this figure we are considering two particles, particle number 1 and particle number 2. There is a space, okay, so that a new particle 3 can enter in this position without varying the or without changing the volume of the whole system. Okay, but this space is variable with respect to solid, liquid and gas. Okay, in solid this space is very less, in liquid is less than gaseous state. So in gas we can add a particle very easily as compared to the liquid and solid. Okay, so we can conclude that the particles have space between them, but in gaseous state the space is maximum and in solid state the space is minimum. Okay, the second property of the particles is particles are continuously moving. Okay, why they are moving? Particle possess kinetic energy. Kinetic energy which increases with temperature. Okay, this is so what is kinetic energy actually? The kinetic energy is the energy possessed by every moving object. Okay, whenever something moves from one point to another point, it possesses kinetic energy. Okay, so here in this figure I am showing a random motion. This is called random motion of particles. Random motion, they are moving in different direction, but in solid they show only vibration. Vibration means they only move, they only show to and fro motion or forward and backward motion, but position is fixed. Position is fixed. Okay, but in case of liquid and gas we show this random motion. This random motion is two type actually: translatory motion and rotational motion. Translatory motion and rotational motion. In translatory motion they move in a straight direction, and rotational motion they rotate. Okay, in actually gaseous state we see this two translatory and rotational motion. Translatory and rotational motion in gaseous state. In solid state we see vibration, and in liquid state we see only translatory motion. Okay, So next, it is actually 3. Particles of matter attract each other. Okay, particles of matter attract each other. In solid, this force is maximum, and in gas, it is minimum. So in this figure, I am showing here two particles, particle number 1 and 2, and this is a force of attraction between them. Okay, so this force of attraction is maximum in solid, then liquid, then gas. So it is maximum, this force maximum is solid state, that's why they have less space between them. In liquid, in between the gas and solid state and gaseous state, the force is very weak. Okay, that's why they have maximum space between the particles. Okay, next. Okay, so for example, I am giving here an example to show the attraction force between the particles. Cutting a iron nail by applying force. Okay, so iron nail here, so iron nail itself a solid. Okay, so to cut this iron nail, we have to apply external force with the help of a hammer or anything like handsaw. Okay, so to cut this iron nail, we have to apply external force. So why we need force? Because we have to apply external force to break the attraction force between the particles. Okay, so to break this attraction force between the particles, we have to apply external force to the nail so that we can break the nail into two pieces. Okay, so now states of matter. There are 3 states of matter. Okay, solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. Okay, so as you can see here, there are solid particles. The space between the solid particle is very less. Okay, but in case of liquid, the space is more as compared to the solid state, and in case of gas, this space is maximum as compared to the solid and liquid state. Here in solid state, the particles show vibration, means they show forward or backward motion or up or down motion. Okay, so in case of liquid, this motion is translatory motion. That means they move in a straight line. And in case of gaseous state, they show both translatory and rotational motion. Okay, so in case of solid, it is vibration, up and down motion or forward or backward motion. In case of liquid, they show translatory motion, that is they move in a straight line. And in case of gaseous state, they move in the straight line as well as in rotational. That means translation and rotational motion both. So these 3 states are arises because of the different characteristic of particles of matter. That means because of the different characteristics according to the matter, we have 3 states. Okay, we already know that the properties, that means the space between the particles, the attraction between the particles, and the motion of particles. Because of this 3 nature, we get 3 states: solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, so let's go to the next step. Next slide. So first one is solid. So what is solid? Solid is defined as the form of matter which possesses rigidity, incompressible, and hence has a definite shape and volume. Definite shape and volume. Okay. For example, I am considering here a brick. If we apply force in this brick from different direction, upward, left and right, from up and left and right, then because of the rigidity means it has fixed shape that we cannot change with the help of force. Okay. Now because of this fixed shape, it is incompressible and has definite shape, means its shape is fixed and also its volume is fixed. So we cannot change the shape or bend this brick by applying force. So we cannot change the shape or we cannot bend this brick by a rubber band, like rubber band, because of the is characteristic of particles. So it will break if we overcome the force of attraction between the particles by applying force. Means to break this egg brick, we have to apply force. We cannot bend or we cannot change the shape, but we can break this brick by applying force, by overcoming the attraction force of these bricks between the particles. Okay, the next slide. So liquid. Liquid is defined as that form of matter which possesses fluidity, but it is almost incompressible and hence definite volume and definite shape. Means that possess fluidity. Fluidity means that can flow like liquid. Okay, they can flow. That's why they are called fluid. Liquid and gaseous state, this shows this property, fluidity. Okay, they can flow. They are almost incompressible and has definite volume and definite but no definite shape. The liquid has no definite shape. For example, I am showing here to one glass and one test tube with similar amount of water, 1 milliliter. Okay, as you can see here, the shape of this glass and the test tube is different, but the water present inside this glass and also inside this test tube is similar. Okay, so from this figure we can conclude that liquid takes the shapes where it contain. Okay, or we can say liquid take the shape where we kept it. In this figure, the next figure, I am showing a syringe. Okay, this is the piston of the syringe and this is the mouth of the syringe. So first, if we close this syringe mouth with the help of a cork or any plastic, then if we apply force from this piston, then you will see this that we cannot compress this piston up to here because liquids are incompressible. Okay, but if we open this mouth, then if we compress this piston from here to here, then the water will go out from this side. That means the liquid is incompressible. Their volume is fixed, but their shape is different. What is volume? It is the space occupied by any substance or matter. Okay. Here in case of glass, we can say the volume of the water is 1 milliliter. In case of test tube, also 1 milliliter. So we can say that volume is definite. Means volume has fixed. Okay. Now it is the gaseous state. Gas is defined as that form of matter which possesses fluidity but is highly compressible and hence neither definite or nor definite volume, shape and volume. So the best example for this gaseous state of matter is balloon. Let us consider a balloon. With the help of applying force in both direction of we can compress the balloon. Okay. After removing the force, it will regain its original shape. Okay. So that we can conclude that they are highly compressible. They have neither definite shape or volume. Means we can change the shape and volume of this balloon with the help of force. Means the external force. If we apply external force, we can change the shape and the volume of a balloon. That means we are compressing the gas particles present inside the balloon. Okay. Because the space between the gas particle is very high. That's why you can compress the gas particles. Okay. So that's all for today, everyone. Actually, I'm not making some big videos because the size of the videos is matter. It is hard to upload in your group or any YouTube channel. So I'm not making the videos large or big size. So this is the part 1 of the video. In the next part I will explain the next some topics of this first lesson. So before ending this class, we have some homework here. Okay. The answer the following question. There are 3 questions are there. Explain the characteristic of particles of matter given example of which. Write on the difference between the solid, liquid and gaseous state of matter. What is diffusion? Explain the example of where it takes. So there are 3 questions. Try to solve the questions. Try to write the correct answer. Okay. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me through WhatsApp or okay. So thank you everyone.